Welcome to your desk yoga part 3, created to open the hips, hamstrings, and find peace through movement. For this class, you will need a folded blanket or 2 pillows. We'll begin in a comfortable seated position with our sit bones on a folded blanket or 2 pillows, with the legs crossed at the shins, hands resting on the thighs, root down through the sit bones, lengthening through the spine, close the eyes. Being rooted down into the ground, connecting with our breath, our firm foundation. And think about some things that you are rooted in that help you to feel grounded and secure, safe, and protected. Those things that provide you with a stable foundation to move from each day. Inhale to float the arms out to the side, up overhead, bringing the palms together to touch overhead. Exhale, lower your right hand to the ground, to the side of your hip, left bicep to ear, and side bend to the right. Breathing into the side body. Round forward as you sweep the left arm in front of you, bringing your hand to the left side, right bicep to ear. Getting a deep side body stretch. Once more, sweep the right arm in front of you, rounding through the upper back. Bringing your hand to the right side, left bicep to ear, side bend. Round through the upper back to sweep the left arm in front of you, bringing it over to the left hip, right bicep to ear, side bend. Come back to a neutral spine. Take a gentle twist to the left. Right hand finds left knee. Left arm sweeps behind you. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale, twist a little deeper. Untwist, switching sides, twisting to the right. Left hand finds right knee, right arm sweeps behind. Gaze over the shoulder. Lengthen through the spine and breathe. Come back to center, place your hands on your knees, bring your torso over to the right side, draw your heart forward in the center, over to the left side, and back, rounding through the upper back, chin to chest. Continue to move your torso in circles, in these modified cat-cows, opening the hips. Switch directions of your circles. Bringing your torso over to the left side, drawing your heart forward, over to the right side, and rounding through the back, tucking the chin to the chest. Continue flowing through these movements, moving with your breath. Come back to stillness. Cross your legs at the ankles, roll over the knees to come into tabletop pose. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up, walking your hands back to your feet, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to half lift, hands to shins, tall through the spine, gaze lifts. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms sweep out to the side, up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, lengthen through the spine, lift the gaze, and exhale, fold, release down. Inhale, root to rise, bend through the knees, round through the upper back, coming all the way up to standing, arms sweep up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Once more, inhale to lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, hands to shins, tall through the spine, gaze lifts. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms out to the side, up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands down through the heart center. Inhale once more. Just sweep the arms up overhead and exhale, forward fold. Coming up onto the toes. Inhale as you half lift and exhale, sink the hips over the heels, staying on the toes for a stretch. Belly to thighs, round forward through the upper back and lower your head down to the knees. Inhale to straighten the legs, coming back into halfway lift. Release the heels to the floor. Beautiful. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift, come up on the toes. Exhale to sink the hips over the heels. Staying on the toes for that stretch, belly to thighs, round forward through the upper back, lower the head down. Inhale to straighten the legs, coming back into half lift. Release the heels to the floor. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale to come up onto the toes, half lift. Exhale to sink the hips over the heels, staying on the toes. Belly to thighs, round forward. Lower the head down to the legs. Inhale to straighten the legs. Coming back into a half lift, release the heels to the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Bend generously through the knees, ragdoll pose. Hands find opposite elbows, completely release the head and neck down, letting go. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Find stillness. Slowly root to rise, coming into mountain pose. Rooting down through all four corners of your feet, arms alongside the body, palms open to the front. Take a moment to pause and breathe here. Heel toe the feet wider than hip width distance, about the length of a leg apart. Pointing the toes out to the sides, bring the arms out to a T shape. As you exhale, cross the right arm over your left, wrapping your arms around your torso, stacking the elbows, giving yourself a gentle hug. Bend through the right knee, lowering the hips down, straighten through the left leg. Inhale, straighten through both legs, coming to stand, uncrossing the arms back out to a T. This time crossing your left arm over the right, wrapping your arms around your torso, loving yourself a little bit more, while bending through your left knee to lower your hips down. Right leg straightens. Inhale to stand, arms to a T. Exhale, switch sides and lower. Inhale to stand and exhale, lower. Continue flowing with the breath. Inhale to stand. Exhale, lower, alternating the cross of the arms. Inhale one more time and exhale, lower one last time. Inhale to straighten through the legs. Turn your right toes forward and spin your back foot perpendicular to the front. Lift your toes and come up onto the right heel. Right arm sweeps overhead, bringing bicep to the ear. Left arm rests on the back leg. Gaze up at your fingertips. Revolved triangle pose. Bring your hands to your hips, turn your toes out once more, and gently sink your hips down, sending the breath to the inner thighs. Place your hands on the knees with the fingers on the inside of the knees. Drop your right shoulder down in between the legs, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale to come back through center, and exhale, drop the left shoulder and gaze over the right. Once more on each side. Inhale to come through center, and exhale, drop the right shoulder, gaze over the left. Inhale through center, and exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze over the right once more. Come back to a neutral spine. Straighten through the legs to come all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes forward and spin your back foot perpendicular to the front. Lift the toes to come onto the left heel. Left arm lifts, bringing the bicep to the ear. Right arm rests on the back leg. Revolved triangle pose. And breathe. Exhale to release. Heel toe the feet in to just wider than hip width distance. And with the toes still pointed out. And slowly sink the hips down as far as is comfortable. While maintaining a tall spine, bring your hands to heart center, pressing the palms together. Elbows can press into the inner knees here to encourage the hips to open. Malasana Yogi Squat. Find 3 deep breaths here. Gently release your hands, placing them on your knees or on the floor to lift yourself all the way up into standing. Coming into mountain pose. Hands can be together at heart center, Gently close the eyes and repeat these affirmations in your mind. I am rooted down into the earth, fully grounded. I am safe on and off my yoga mat. I choose to honor and love my body.